So tonight I want to talk about Syria seriously. Well, the thing that I want to start off with my context is that, first of all, in Canada, there was the trucker convoy. If we just rewind back a little bit, there was a trucker convoy. Instantly after that wrapped up, Ukraine started happening. But before the trucker convoy was the COVID thing. Then the trucker convoy, then Ukraine. Then more Russia, Ukraine, and then it's the conflict in the Middle East. And now there is a re-conflict again in Syria that seemed like it was over, but I guess not. In the grand scheme of things, first of all, I want to say I'm anti-war. I don't like war at all. I don't like innocent women and children suffering. There's been a lot of that. And after seeing even more of it for over 2 years in live time, it's way more disgusting than it looks. So let's just completely iron that out. 100% anti-war. But when you look at the Syria thing and you try to understand it, so you basically have like a government and then rebels. Now, who funds the rebels? It's those guys. Oh, okay. So then who fought the rebels? Oh, it was Russia and some other people. Oh, wow. So they were really good at that time. They got rid of these bad rebel people who were doing no good stuff. Now the rebels are back, allegedly. Oh, okay. So are they a good plus or minus? Can't really tell. It's too hard to say right now. Let me go back and look into it some more. Oh, but then there's an election that just happened instantly. Then they're talking about making a ceasefire and calming everything down between Ireland, Polynesia, and the Middle East there to calm that all down. Trump is saying that if it's not wrapped up, he's going to unleash hell. Okay. And then in a week, Syria goes back to collapsing in on itself again. Wow. So fast. So fast. And what I want to say is that this is all happening so fast. Like dominoes, one after the next, after the next, after the next. At no point do you get time to just step back and take a breath. It just seems like it just keeps accelerating way more and more and more and more. Generally speaking, when you look at like scientifically speaking things, generally things start off really complicated and then they become more simpler. But every day that passes by, it just keeps getting more and more and more complicated, and more and guys going against the bad guys, but are funded by bad guys. So you're kind of left thinking like, I'm not sure. Then you have the groups that were in other bad groups, but now they're in good groups, allegedly. So you're just kind of like, that doesn't make sense either. So, I just think that right now is the perfect time to say fear God. Seems like we're getting closer to the end of times more. And I think that now people should really stop and enjoy and hug their loved ones, because who knows what could happen in 6 months or in 6 years, because the way things are going, the way things seem like they're getting way bad. You just really are left a little confused and shaking your head and just seeing that if push comes to shove and if the flaps of a butterfly could start a tsunami, that this could turn into a potential tsunami. Also, war, who cares? Who cares? It's over there. Why do you care? Do you really care? The thing is that it's your tax dollars that will be going into this. It's your expensive bills that you'll be like, damn it, I wish I had more money. I wish this could have been covered by the government for whatever reason, but they're wrapped up in a war. So yeah, if you look at the Iraq war, Afghanistan war, supposedly they didn't really achieve their targets. A lot of destruction was done, didn't achieve their targets, but there's like billions or trillions of dollars of debt, and supposedly there was some crazy statistic that it almost costed either $100 million a day or $1 billion a day for them to stay overseas doing whatever it is that they do. Also, if you're so when you look at inflation and you look at like oh, my grandpa seemed like he lived a better life than me, he seemed like he had more property, and they were living off one income, why does life kind of suck so much? Maybe it's kind of because of these never-ending wars. Not only do they have wars that are starting out of nowhere, once they start, it just seems like they just keep going and going and going and going and going. So I do think that none of this is really random. I don't think governments are ever caught off guard. I think that there's enough satellite imagery to see things that like, oh, why is this group meeting here? Why is this, what's going on here? I never really believed that people were caught off guard. I just feel like the same players that have been playing the same game this whole time are pushing more and more and more to get more and more done, to distract attention away from what's going on over here, and to strike while the iron's hot and get in there and make more money, because the best industry is war. So if this makes you sick, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.